Thank you, Mr. Chair. I appreciate it. I've spent the bulk of my professional and personal time, really since I got out from behind the microphone, focused on best environmental practices. And one of the things you need is leadership. And it has to begin here, and it has to begin in these spaces. I support the Regional VMT Analysis. I will vote in favor of that. This is not a scheme. This is not social engineering. One of the callers talked about slow and inevitable death. We can apply that to a lot of different things, but we're surely talking about it when we're talking about our climate crisis. No one's making this up. No one's putting all these things before us out of pure senses of aggravation. I'm 52 years old. I don't know if I'm the youngest person here, but there's a lot of people who are a lot younger than me that are going to be dealing with the consequences of what we deal with and what we're doing right now. And we have to make the best decisions possible. Acknowledgement of and attempt to address the climate emergency, the need for climate stabilization. When you think of San Diego County, the climate crisis, how can you better illustrate it than San Diego County? We're fighting a two-front war against it here. We've gone from a fire season that occurred during Santa Ana weather in the fall to a year-round fire issue, and not just in the eastern areas of the county. Remember back in 2014, we had a spring Santa Ana. We had fires going all the way out to the coast. We have rising sea levels occurring that are going to be affecting communities like Coronado and other low-lying areas within San Diego County. Now, the decisions we make here today may not directly save us from those consequences that we're dealing with, but it is a step in the right direction. And there's no reason we can't work with our friends to the north in Riverside County, or to the east in Imperial County, or to the south in Baja California. We need a lack of, well, let me just say that sprawl proposals, one of the folks who called in said sprawl is a cancer, and it is killing our environment. That's tough language, but we do have to break a lot of these cycles that have run San Diego County for decades. I don't disagree there's a lack of transit in the unincorporated areas, by the way. We have a lack of transit in the urbanized areas. I've got a lack of transit in my neighborhood in Mira Mesa. I'm not aware of considerable moves towards electric buses. That's something that we all need to invest in and all the communities need to get out in front of. And as far as electric vehicles are concerned, the volumes of electric vehicles, I'd say at this point, are pretty negligible considering the volume of other cars that are still emitting greenhouse gas emissions. It is the leading cause of greenhouse gas emissions in the county. If there's one place where we can go and actually make some movement on this and really set a good trajectory for the next couple of decades, it's by adopting the regional VMT analysis. So I'm in favor of that, and I appreciate the opportunity for the remarks, Mr. Chair.